Hi there, my name is Marla Neufeld. I'm a Florida reproductive attorney at Greenspoon Martyr. So sometimes people ask me, can I be sexually active or intimate with my partner and also classify them as a donor? So for example, if there's a heterosexual couple who are intimate or otherwise referred to as maybe just friends with benefits, but they want the man to be classified as a sperm donor and not have any parental rights to the child or responsibilities, that definitely complicates the donation process between the parties. Because when you're sexually intimate, it's possible that you kind of open up the door to challenge the donation, that it wasn't truly a donor-recipient kind of arrangement, but instead that the couple was possibly a commissioning couple with the intent to enter into this process together as a couple. So I personally am not comfortable with these types of matters just because I think that it complicates the donation. But for anyone considering any type of donation of genetic material for egg, sperm, or embryo donation, you should consult with a reproductive attorney to understand the legal rights, responsibilities, and risks with the process. And before any donation occurs, it is best practice for the parties to undergo psychological evaluation, where typically the intended parent does a session, the donor does a session, and then the parties do a session together to really fully and properly analyze the donation process, the intent of the parties, the mental kind of state of mind, and considerations to take into account when donating genetic material in a known situation, and especially in situations where the parties might have any kind of sexual activity together or kind of a relationship beyond just friends donating to one another. And when it comes time to the legal agreement, it's very important that the parties be separately represented, that the recipient of the genetic material have an attorney, and typically they would be the one paying for a separate attorney to represent the donor. So you have to take extra caution and be very wary of any time you're doing a donation when somebody is kind of that more than friends or have any kind of intimate relationship. I think it's very risky to kind of proceed with that type of donation. And the cleanest donation that one can do and consider is when the intent is truly a donor-recipient kind of relationship, where it's like a clean, with no muddying of the waters, where it's very clear on the intent of the parties as to what's happening in the donation. And again, as I said before, the importance of doing the psychological evaluation and the proper legal agreement in place before the donation occurs to make sure that everything is done properly in accordance with best practices. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me at 954-761-2929. Thank you very much.